Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Faith, and today guys, I'll be checking out new DeGrasse. Tyson destroys a waiter with fat, and you guys, I'm super excited as always. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please consider subscribing. Give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And if you are ready, let's see what this video is all about.
Let's welcome Neil deGrasse Tyson. All right. You don't want to inflate him.
Just for as an example, I was asked about the movie Guardians of the Galaxy, and they asked me, well, the ships that are going through space, they make noise, and clearly, does that upset you? Because in space, where there is no air, no one can hear you scream, but no one can hear you explode either, nor will you hear engines or anything. And so they said, does that upset you? And I said, I bought into the idea that this movie has a talking raccoon that shoots artillery from heavy weaponry off its shoulder. If I can accept that, I'm good with whatever else they deliver in the film. So I have the capacity to accept movie magic. Yes.
What would happen if someone served you a hot cocoa with whipped cream and you see no whipped cream in evidence?
Oh, don't get me started.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Let me finish about levitating.
Please.
Right. So all the people that are levitating, it's some kind of an illusion that they're not telling you about. Okay. Period. Okay. Now, but if you really want to levitate, if this is really important to you, I tried to calculate how many cans of beans this would require. Then you got to kind of hold it in.
Yeah. All right.
Then let loose.
Suddenly.
Yes. And in principle, for the duration of the thrust, you can levitate briefly.
But this would argue against the lotus position, because there would be an opening so suddenly that there'd be too much, too soon, too fast, and therefore no rise.
Oh yeah, you could stay there if it just kept coming in. Right. So it's not impossible to hold a lotus position. It's just unlikely you're doing it for these other ways that are described.
I see.
Yes.
The cocoa?
Cocoa. Oh yeah. So there was an incident in Pasadena, California. I was there. I don't drink much coffee. I don't have a relationship with caffeine, but every now and then I'll be delighted to have a nice cup of hot cocoa. And I went to one of these coffee houses, with the chalkboard out front. And so I had, the kind I'm talking about. They're all over Brooklyn. You trip on the chalkboards in Brooklyn. So I'm in there, I order hot chocolate. And I order it with whipped cream, of course, right? And it comes to the table, and there's no whipped cream. And I said, I ordered this with whipped cream. And they said, oh, we put it on. And I said, well, where is it? Oh, he said, it's sunk to the bottom.
Oh my God,
I then
that's
said,
so funny.
either the laws of physics that apply everywhere in the universe are suspended in your coffee shop, or you didn't put whipped cream on my hot cocoa.
Period.
And he looked indignant.
Really?
Now, to his credit, rather than continue to argue with me, he intended to prove me wrong.
Whoa.
So he went into the kitchen, brought out the whipped cream, scooped it up, popped it in my hot cocoa, and it bobbed once and floated atop. And there it was.
Did you invite?
Of course, whipped cream has to float. Because, first of all, before it was whipped cream, it was cream, okay? And old-timers remember, what does cream do in unhomogenized milk? It floats to the top, and you skim off the cream, leaving behind skim milk, okay? This is how that works. Now you take the heavy cream and then whip it, putting air into it. It is not going to sink on any known liquid devised by man, okay? So.
That's so funny.
All right. So here's my point. The lesson there is.
Yes.
I'm a fan of the edict. If an argument lasts more than 5 minutes, then both sides are wrong. I think that applies maybe 85% of the time, but it's a good rule. It's a good tenet to carry with you. Now watch. This is how science works. One researcher comes up with a result, and that is not the truth. No. A scientific emergent truth is not the result of any one experiment. What has to happen is somebody else has to verify it, preferably a competitor, preferably someone who doesn't want you to be correct, such as my waiter. He went out to prove me wrong and got the same result that I had declared. We can call that the beginnings of an emergent truth about whipped cream. Now we need someone to do it in Asia and in Europe, and then you get a trend, and you can then declare that a consensus of observation and experiments has emerged in the scientific community. Whipped cream floats on hot chocolate.
And that waiter today is getting a PhD in buoyancy.
Wow, you guys, that was such a very funny one from Neil deGrasse. This is the first time I'm reacting to this man, and he pretty cracked me up. I really enjoyed his sense of humor, and oh my gosh, you guys, let me know your thoughts on this particular one. I had fun reacting to this video. If you guys totally enjoyed watching, give it a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And this is me officially signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.